Yo, 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 yo. What the fuck is up? We are back at you with number 4 of the Down Low. Episode fucking 4, season 1. Wow. Wowzers.
Wowzers. How's it goes?
Fucking wowzers, bro. What's up, man? How you been, Zachary?
Pretty good. Feeling good.
Yeah, man. So, we got some hot topics for y'all today. Hot
Get into
topic.
your mind, homie.
I'm about to crack your dome, bro. You ready?
Let's do it.
I'm about to see how your brain works. Can I do that?
We can test it out for a little bit.
I can test your tubes. Well, that sounded gay, but it was nothing wrong with being gay. Just want to clarify.
I think I knew what you meant.
Test Tube TV is what I mean. 'Cause that's our group. Test Tube Nation, bro. We incubating it up here. We're just incubating our minds a little bit. So check this. Check it.
What do you got for me?
When you die, what do you want people to do with your remains?
Like that? It's like that?
Like
All right.
ceremonially, or like, how do you want them to dispose of your remains? That sounds really disrespectful when I say dispose.
I know.
I meant to say like, what do you like ceremonial? Yeah, like ceremonial wise. How do you want them to dispose of you? I mean, fuck, I said dispose again. We're not trying to dispose of bodies here. We're just y'all get what I mean.
Of lack of words.
A lack of words.
You know
lack
what
of
we
knowledge.
You know it.
You know.
No, man.
No. Go ahead. What are you saying, man? What do you want them to do with you, man? Like,
That's a good one.
with
man.
your vessel. Where do you want your vessel to be when you die?
I would feel like I would want my family to have, like, some way to, like, have, like, I don't know, whether it be, like, some place they go to or, like, I don't know, like, something that they remember me by, but I don't think I want to be buried, though.
I don't want to be buried.
Yeah.
Not at all. I mean, this is why I don't want to be buried, man. Like, when you go to a grave, man, you're not remembering somebody for who they were. You're looking at the grave, and that's all you're thinking of. You're thinking of somebody's dead. They're in this hole. They're down there.
I've been to...
That person is underneath me. This is the gravestone. When I don't want people to go to my grave and think of that and be sad. I'm not a negative person at all, man. I'm a fucking good vibe, dude. I've had a lot of negative shit happen in my life, and all I want is positive for the rest, here on out. That's all I want to put out. That's all I want to take in. And even when I'm dead, that's all I want to put out. Still, that's the vibe I want to give out when I'm dead. I just want people to remember good shit. I don't want people to be sad thinking about me. Like fucking man, like I don't even know how to explain it. Like I don't know, man. It's just,
I've been to too many grave sites to know how it feels to be on that side.
Yeah.
To see.
Yeah, it's not fucking good feeling. It's not a good feeling visiting someone's grave. Never. It's never positive. Never like, oh my god, this was my homie. Hell yeah, man. We had some good memories. It's like always just like, I miss them so much,
Yeah, it's like being...
I want people to think of me and be like, oh, remember that fucking time, that fucking crazy time.
I always
That's how
find
people
it's
think of
like...
me.
I guess I don't know. I guess I didn't realize it till now, but whenever you're at a gravesite, you're thinking of like... You're probably thinking most likely of like how he passed, or maybe she. But
yeah. On
the other hand, when you're just chilling, chilling around, and you happen to, think of that person that passed away, you're thinking about something that like something funny they did, or something, something that is like a good remembrance,
No, yeah, I feel you.
So I mean, like.
I mean, it's...
I guess that takes away that chance of, like, having those bad memories of not being married, Of, like, say, like, that takes away that chance of your family members or your loved ones
being able to come and, like...
Yeah, come and remember...
relief from your gravesite.
Well, coming to remember the bad times,
I mean... if you really care about somebody, you're just going to remember,
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, like, you don't need this stone and to know that they're buried underneath you.
That's what I was trying to get at. Whenever like we're chilling right now, we would remember someone like something fun, like Austin Berger. whenever we think about him, we think about something funny that he did. You know?
He fucking goofball.
He was a goofball, man.
Literally would answer his phone.
Entertainer.
The only way my buddy Austin would answer his phone was. It's crazy even saying it. Oh my god. Yeah, this you gotta understand, man. He was wild and he was just a jokester and he didn't mean this.
Oh man.
He would answer his phone and say, "Burger abortion clinic, you rape 'em, we scrape 'em." This fucking guy was wild, bro. I swear. We called him Party Boy because literally anytime you seen him was at a party.
Oh man.
Was at a fucking party.
He was a great DJ, man. He was a great DJ.
This is my best friend, man. This is my best friend.
I remember one time down at the river, yeah, we were having like super fucking raging party down there one time. There was many a times that it happened.
Oh, so many times.
But there was one time my dad, he had his truck down there, and fucking Burger brought all his DJ equipment and shit, and he fucking
on the back of the fucking truck, bro, on tailgate.
He was fucking. They were standing on the tailgate, or he was with the fucking all the equipment on top of the fucking hood,
Yes,
or not the hood, the fucking roof. It was, oh man, good times, bro.
Yeah, man, she was fucking badass, bro.
Y'all should have been there.
I miss him, man. He was a good guy. I mean, some of them were. I mean,
maybe some
hundreds of people.
There was a lot
to go down there, man.
We had
fucking
the
parties.
news come down there one time, bro.
Squad shit. Ma.
Hey, whenever your dad is in the fucking background talking about fucking right in the pussy.
Fucking right in the pussy. Hey, man. What was I gonna say? Fucking yeah, man. That's just crazy, dude. Austin, man.
We went way off topic.
Yeah, dude. Fucked my head there for a second, dude.
What's it called? What do you want happen to you, man?
All right, so what I really don't care, but what
do you prefer?
What I would prefer, cremate me, man. Cremate me and spread my ashes. Maybe do whatever y'all feel is best. Whatever y'all think I would enjoy the most, you know?
I feel like you would enjoy an
adventure, man.
Yeah, an
adventure, dude. I'm an outdoors guy, bro. I like to fuck with outdoor shit. I'm an animal, and I know that.
Bro, that's all he ever talks about.
I'm a fucking animal, bro, and I know it. Like, come on now. We all animals, bro. That's why one of the biggest things that fucking gets to me is bigotry, bro. It's like, come on, bro. We're the fucking same thing. We're all just fucking humans.
Same.
We all the same fucking humans, bro. Like, come on.
Literally
Quit tripping. We're all monkey people, bro. Come on. We're animals, bro.
The only thing that makes us different is we literally look different.
Pigment, that's it.
Pigment
is the only difference.
Well,
and that shit is only fucking skin deep.
I'm gonna put it to you like
this.
That
shit's only skin deep, and it makes barely any difference.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: you put a male pit bull in a yard, and you go get a female chihuahua that's in heat.
He gonna try to fuck that chihuahua.
Bro, he's gonna fuck that.
He don't see the difference. He's an animal. He realizes that's the same fucking thing as him. He knows he can he can fucking procreate with that thing.
Exactly.
It's the same thing as him. He understands that. Because he's fucking enlightened. He's an animal. I think we need to get closer to our animal instincts to be enlightened. I'm telling you, man. If we all just realized...
We've been over this.
We just got to live on this animal kingdom together, bro. Come on now. We're all people.
We honestly need to take a better look at animals and the way they live and take away from that. Because
you ever seen an animal hate another animal because it has different fucking fur color? No. That shit don't make no sense.
The only time I've ever seen an animal be rejected from, is if it was like deformed or something.
Yeah, and it was like couldn't hold its own, you know. But even then, like, I don't know, man. People are hateful, man.
People are very hateful,
dude.
Bro.
It's okay. They're dying off, though. You know why? Because our generation is gonna be the one that ends it. You don't see many hateful people our age, you know. You don't see many people our age on some straight bigotry type shit.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's an enlightened age, bro. Like, because racism is taught. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That shit is taught. You don't see two little children that are racist. It does not happen because they don't know to be racist. It's fucking taught, bro.
All they see is just another kid their age.
They see another kid. They see their friends.
They're like, oh, play? All right,
that's what I'm saying. You know why? Because kids are the closest thing to our animal instincts. A kid is a fresh animal. That is a fresh fucking animal.
Pure instinct.
Pure animal instinct. You have to teach it to be a human. A child, you teach it everything. You teach it to be a human.
You can't. Whenever you were born,
when you were a little kid, did you give a shit? When you were a little kid, did you give a shit? You'd run down the street and shit behind a tree,
bro.
You shit behind a tree now? That's what I'm saying. You're not connected anymore, bro. When you're a kid, you didn't give a fuck, bro. You run around, you fucking wave your wiener at people. You fucking little kid, bro. You don't give a shit, you know? You're an animal. Straight the fuck up, dude. You're out there playing in dirt and shit. You're fucking eating grass sometimes.
You little fucking animals
you
running
little
around.
Animal, dude. It's good though, man. We all need to have a little animal in us. It's good to have a little humanity. We need to have a lot of humanity, but humanity needs to be in touch with animal instincts as well.
Like
but not vicious animal instincts.
I love watching two dogs play, man. That's like one of my most. I love sitting here watching my dogs play with each other, bro, because they go nuts over that shit, man. Over nothing,
just
They're
each
just
other,
chasing
bro.
each other around and having the best time of their life.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how more people need to look at life, man.
More people just need to look at life like that, straight up, bro. Come to Houston, get a little enlightenment, bro.
Yeah, man.
Houston diverse as fuck,
put
bro.
some light in your life, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Come to Texas in general.
I don't know about. I mean, Austin is real diverse. Houston's real diverse. Dallas is real diverse. But I'm sure there is these little areas.
Yeah,
you know, that little small towns that still have, still has that grip. But
yeah,
I mean, it's dying off, man. Like I said, it's the age of the internet. It's the age of call out culture. You need to call out that shit. You see somebody doing some hateful shit, call that shit out, bro. That's the only way to stop it. Is to stop it dead in its tracks. If you see it, correct it.
You're more likely to stop something whenever you say something, because you're gonna. There's a lot of people out there, that don't have that encouragement to say something. A lot of people got like severe anxiety and witnessing something like that. And, they literally can't bring themselves to say something.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times there needs to be that person out there that is willing to say
someone
something.
who's willing to stand up, against the bullies or against the hatred.
And if you are, then do it. And once you do that, you're gonna have that backup from somebody that's more less able to take that action. The more someone else takes action, you're gonna have a follower.
And it's everyone who needs to stand in, like even white kids, Spanish people. Anyone, if you see somebody being hateful towards somebody, you step in, man. It's your civic duty as a decent human being to make sure everyone is treated equally and to make sure everyone is treated like a decent human being, because that's all we all want is to be treated decently, We all want to be loved. We all want to be cherished. We all want to be felt valued,
That was like, there was this one kid like back in the day when when we were still in school and shit. I'm really sorry if you're listening, homie. Like, I feel bad for this kid, the way we treated him, man. He just wanted to be a part of us.
Talking to the mic a little
more. He just, he wanted to be a part of us. We were all skating around town and shit. We had our BMX bikes, fucking me and Yanni. We had our bikes. You had your bike. And this kid, we called him Alabama, I think, because he was from Alabama. And he always rode around with the mountain bike, and we always gave him shit.
Yeah, I remember him, bro.
You remember him? I feel so, like, every time I think about that kid, man, I feel so, like, shitty for the way that we treated him, bro, just for no reason. He just wanted to have someone to chill with, bro. I
remember we beat him up because he tried to do some weird shit to Emilio's little sister.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was the last time I saw him. Yeah, that was when we were like 13, 14. He did some weird shit to Emilio's little sister, Emilio and Yanni's little sister.
Oh.
So, I kind of beat him up.
Well, I mean, in that case, But still, though, man, there was a lot of kids like that. Just he was just like, I guess, an example. There was a lot of kids like that I seen get treated like that, and I didn't.
Yeah,
say
they just
nothing.
wanted to be accepted. No, I
Yeah.
understand. I understand what you're saying. You just some
Yeah.
people just want to be accepted, so it's just they push it so far to where it looks odd. You know, they look like a weird person because
Yeah.
they're trying so hard to be accepted by people they barely know. You know.
Yeah.
So I understand what you mean. Like Prospect. Remember him?
Oh man, yeah.
We literally called the guy Prospect. Like for years, called him Prospect, as in, you're not one of us yet. You're just a prospect. Like that shit's deep, bro. But
Skate crews, man. There's a lot more that goes in like the works of a fucking skate crew than you know if you're.
yeah, man, it's I mean,
Especially in a small town, man. There's a lot that goes in between.
yeah, it's a strong culture, man. Strong culture. You know, everybody sticks together. It's like a brotherhood. You know,
Oh yeah, man.
like. That's what we had, bro. You know, everybody else had their shit. We had skateboarding, you know, that was our thing. And I felt like we got offended almost when people would come in and try to adopt our culture, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, nah, bro. This
That's
is our
like-
shit, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. It was wrong for us to feel that way because maybe some people were really intrigued by skateboarding and really wanted to skateboard, and we pushed them away from it, you know?
Yeah, but
Just our vibes.
There's always those people out there that are, you know, gonna try and push something that they don't know about, or try and rock a fad that they don't know about. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, there's always going to be those culture vultures, you know, same thing with,
That's what I was looking for.
you know, same thing with white kids coming out of the suburbs, you
That's
know,
like-
trying to be thug and shit. Like,
That's like everyone knows about it. That's like that Thrasher nowadays. So,
yeah,
man.
Thrasher, man. Like,
That
that one
used to
got
be,
destroyed.
like-
It was destroyed.
It was like one of the most super underrated skate things out there, man.
Now everybody who wears Thrasher doesn't even skateboard.
Mm.
Every time I see somebody with Thrasher shirt, I'd be like, "You read Thrasher magazine?" Or I'd be like, "You read the magazine?" They'd be like, "Thrasher has a magazine?"
What?
I'd be like, "Fucking
Oh man, I need to check that out.
this fucking guy."
What do they
bro."
write about?
I'm like, bro, Thrasher is a fucking skate magazine. That's literally what the brand fucking started as. Oh my god, bro.
Like, I guarantee you, that whole fad started about, like, some fucking girl slept with some fucking skater kid.
Nah,
and
you know what it
stole a
was?
shirt.
Nah, you know what it was? Justin Bieber wore a Thrasher hoodie in a photo shoot.
Oh, man.
That's what started it. I ain't even lying to you, bro. I mean, I'm not saying anything about Justin Bieber because he does skateboard and he's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I love Justin Bieber. JB, you my
skater.
boy.
He's a pretty he's better than I am. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, but he's been skating for a long time. Like,
yeah.
I remember when he first got famous and he was like skateboard. I was like, this kid doesn't fucking skateboard. He did. I was just bullshitting. I was just being hateful.
A lot of
I was a kid,
wanna
man.
know,
Kids are mean
You want to know why a lot of guys didn't like him?
because they were jealous.
Because we were fucking jealous, bro.
boy. We were jelly, peanut butter, and jealous.
We just didn't want to admit it,
Yeah, dude.
bro.
We were fucking jealous, bro. Ain't no bullshitting behind
I
it.
promise you right now, if I could sing like he can,
Oh, bro.
done deal.
Oh,
Done deal.
dun, 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 dun. I'm just kidding. That's funny, man.
We will serenade y'all
We
if
will
y'all want.
serenade you.
Oh man.
Get right in your ear holes, bro. So, man, you heard about that Hard Rock Cafe collapsing in New Orleans?
No, man.
Yeah, man, they were building a Hard Rock Cafe in New Orleans, and it collapsed, and it killed some workers, and there's two people that are passed away that are still trapped in the building. They can't get out because it's like halfway collapsed. It's really fucked up, man. And like one of them is like halfway hanging out of the building, and you can like see him from the street, bro.
Bro, there's been a lot of shit happening. In the
Straight
past
up, bro,
couple
like-
years.
You can straight see the dude like from the street. You can see him, and like
They're just not able to get to him.
he's like pinned over like thousands of pounds of concrete that's
Yeah.
like collapsed on top of each other like sheets and sheets. Like all the floors collapse into each other, you know. And it's like only half the building collapsed. Like this half is still there, but like this half collapsed in, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I guess he was like a couple floors down, and he's like hanging halfway out, man. It's fucked up, dude.
That's what I'm scared of, man. Like, buildings are gonna take over this world, bro. Like,
I'm confused. Like, how does something like that collapse, bro? Like,
engineering gone wrong.
engineering
somewhere.
flaws. Like, how do you make that big of a flaw though, to where all the floors just give in?
It can be something.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not.
As a
I'm not.
missing screw.
I'm not an engineer, you know. So
Yeah.
I understand. I don't know.
Shit,
Yeah,
it
man,
could
that's
be
terrible,
something
dude.
from a missing
Scary.
screw or a bad weld.
That's scary, man. That's real scary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, you know, like on Star Wars or something, they got those planets, whatever, and it's like literally a whole fucking city.
Just city.
Yeah,
That's how Earth is gonna be one day, with biodomes. As that's the only nature we're gonna have is under biodomes, and the rest of it will just be one giant city.
I really don't want to be here if that happens, man.
It'll be after we're dead. Maybe. I mean, it'll start happening. Maybe at the end of our lives.
I don't know if I would want anybody, because I feel like that's just torture, bro. You don't know. Nature is gone.
No, it'll be under biodomes, but it won't be the same. It definitely won't be the same. But they'll find a way to preserve it,
I would
but
hope.
in different ways. You know,
I would hope, man.
they'll have like domes with like with thousands of acres underneath the dome, because
Cause
they'll just have all
would-
kinds of vegetation under it. You know.
I would never. I couldn't imagine a life living in a concrete world.
I mean, fucking the world's evolving, man. Like, I feel like soon we're gonna have a universal language, man, and it'll be like visual language, because that's how you universally talk to someone visually. You know,
Yeah.
like hand motions, or like, because language has barriers. You know, visions do not.
Speaking of Star Wars again, I was just watching what's called the series Clone Wars.
Yeah.
It was like in the first season. They go and meet, like, they find this this inhabitants on another planet, and they don't speak their language, and Skywalker, he like draws like two people shaking hands or whatever, and they're like, okay, cool.
Visual, bro.
Yeah, visual, man.
Telling you, that's gonna be the next language. Is gonna be a visual language. Somehow we'll either with emojis, or like, because emojis is already a way to speak throughout languages, you know.
I think virtual reality is about to fucking like take over, bro.
Maybe like kind of like the Oasis in Ready Player
Yeah,
One.
kind of in a way, yeah.
That'd
I
be
feel-
cool,
I
man.
feel like-
But that would be scary too. I mean,
Very
people
scary.
would lose all interest in self fitness and like physical fitness, and people would lose all interest in physical. Like, I would feel like a lot of people
They would
lose
get caught in a world
in a
that
virtual
isn't
world,
theirs.
and they I feel like people wouldn't want to have human connection anymore. Human connection would change through virtual connection. I mean, it already is changing like that with social media and everything else. It's like,
Catfish,
man, I'm gonna
bro.
say it again, bro. I'm gonna say it again.
Tell him.
We need to get in touch with nature. We're animals, guys. The fuck are we doing here? Man, I'm telling you, dude.
Get in
Go
touch
out.
with your beast, homie.
Go outside. Go hiking, man. Go fucking hiking.
Man.
Go climb a mountain.
Even if you don't want to walk, we understand that. If you don't want to walk, don't walk, bro. Just sit on your lawn. Sit outside.
Sit outside.
Just chill.
Whatever you want to do. But no, you should walk.
You should definitely walk. It's
should
very
definitely
healthy.
exercise. Exercising is good. I try to walk as much as possible, man. I like to hike. I love hiking. That's my thing.
I walk like almost every day to work.
Every few months, I take trips to different spots of Texas, and me and Alex just go hiking. Like, we went to Austin a few months ago in October, and then this last month we went out to Blanco, and like out by Wimberley, and yeah, man, we just hiked. It's fun, man. It's peaceful. You go out there, take a couple joints with you, smoke it up, man, and just look at the view, man. Look at the
promise
creation.
you, there is way more to look at than there is on the TV.
For sure.
You're
There's more to see outside than there is on a computer.
On that screen, man.
There may not be as much knowledge, but there's more to see visually.
You're gonna find that you're gonna learn what I feel like you learn way more when you're actually doing something with nature than trying to find something on your phone.
No, yeah, for sure, dude, for sure. That was for y'all. Just a little animal burp. You know what I'm saying?
Nature.
People gonna start calling me the animal.
The
Andrew
animal.
Andrew the animal. I like that. I like that. Andrew the animal.
We'll see if it sticks.
Wow.
Ah.
Whoa.
I'm already the bird.
Wow, the bird, bro.
I'll flap these wings on a motherfucker.
Animals on the down low, bro. We're animals on the down low. Damn, that's what the down low means. I'm an animal, but on the down low.
On the down low.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, dude.
I'm the bird cat.
I feel like Mother Nature's fighting back, man. Something's gonna happen soon.
You feel that way, man?
I feel it.
I feel like...
I mean...
I don't know if it's gonna be...
Think about it this way, man.
When's the last time
a mosquito bites you, you smack that motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Mother Nature's gonna smack us eventually. We can only suck so much of her blood before she's fucking done with it, you know? So I'm saying, man, we're parasites, dude. We're draining this earth.
It's so hard to think about, bro, because when is it? When is it going to happen?
As soon as she realizes we got enough
What is
blood,
going to happen?
I don't know, man. Maybe probably the same thing that always happens. A virus.
A virus?
A plague, a disease, something that, or an ice age or something, you know, something. Mother Nature will fight back. Global warming, maybe that's her way of saying I'm gonna heat up until these motherfuckers burn off, and then I'm gonna cool back down.
Weren't we going over this like in the last episode, like that coronavirus, man? This fucking
that shit's scary, dude.
I remember
it's mutated, bro. Coronavirus has been around for a while, but it is mutated. That's what's so scary about this. So like doctors aren't quite sure how to fight it, you know, and it's just rapidly spreading. And they said it started in an animal market in I forgot the name of the Chinese city, but in an animal market. And in this market, they was like thousands of fucking square feet of fucking. It's a huge market, you know. It's blocks and blocks of fucking live animals, you know, that you can buy, and they have everything from fish to fucking wolf puppies to peacocks. All kinds of shit, you know, like fucking wild animals, you know.
Those random ass fucking animals everywhere.
All kinds of it. Because, I mean, in China, you can eat pretty much anything, bro.
Yeah.
You can, I mean, almost everything's deemed as a pet as long as it wasn't bred to be a pet. Or almost everything is deemed as food as long as it wasn't bred to be a pet, pretty much, you know. That's why they have that Yulin festival every year during summer solstice.
What is that?
It's the Yulin Dog Meat Festival.
Negative.
Negative, Ghost Rider. Yeah, bro. And they eat like thousands of dogs within a couple days. Thousands and thousands. The whole city just has this giant dog meat festival.
Bro, whenever I see...
They
that rule you
slaughter
said.
these dogs.
That rule you said, what was it? As long as it's not deemed as a pet, then it's food or something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they look at that shit.
Bro, have you ever like been riding through Houston and just see a stray dog somewhere and be like, hey, maybe that would make a good burger or something? Nah, bro, you thinking, I want to save that fucking dog.
I never thought ever that was a burger.
Bro.
Never, bro. That's a fucking dog, bro.
Exactly. Like,
some animals are food. Dogs are not food. It's just, I don't even think it would taste good. And like, I watched a Vice documentary. This guy went to Yulin for the festival and experienced it and ate some dog meat. And from what I heard, it was not the best meat in the world. It's pretty cheap meat.
I feel like
I think that's why they did it. They like, it's like a scam type thing, you know, like they started it to sell more dog meat because it wasn't selling right. Just like how bacon was created. You know how bacon was created?
No.
Or how they started marketing bacon? They couldn't sell pork belly because it was like fucking just trash ass meat pretty much, you know?
Yeah.
And they were like, man, what the fuck are we going to do with all this pork? Nobody wants to buy it. They were like, let's just start advertising it on burgers, all kinds of shit. And just within the last 40 years ago, people weren't trying to eat bacon like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this bacon craze is just something that happened in the last couple years. Bacon's a really cheap meat that's really bad for you. Really bad for you. It's just going to give you a heart attack. Salty, too. Salty as fuck.
But it's so fucking good.
It is pretty good, but there's
It's
a lot
so
better
good.
meats.
There's,
It's tricked. We've been tricked to think it's better than what it is. It's all the hype. You see it on everything. You see it on commercials constantly, and when you see it, it's always with sex appeal too. You ever notice that? With bacon, it's always with sex appeal.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. and they're a big factor. Hardee's is the reason. Carl's Jr. and Hardee's is the same company, and I swear to God, it's crazy that you brought that up because they are the company that started it.
Really?
Yes. Hardee's and
don't they have a bacon burger?
Yes, they started the bacon burgers.
Bacon.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
I'm pretty sure there's.
But they started the bacon cheeseburger because these pork companies, like I said, they couldn't sell their pork belly, and bacon is made out of the pork belly or whatever. And they were like, man, how the fuck do we sell this shit? And then they teamed up with Hardee's, the owner of Hardee's, and he was like, let's fucking advertise it on burgers with sex appeal. And people will want to buy bacon. And all these other restaurants started doing it also. And then all these fucking TV shows started appealing to bacon and everything. And it started boosting the sales of bacon.
It's a fucking
publicity
big old
scheme.
wave.
It's a fucking marketing scheme, bro. And we all bought into it.
That's the LSD for you.
We bought into the bacon. Oh, man. Don't get me started on that one. But, yeah, dude, it's a marketing scheme. But it's cool. I like bacon. Bacon's good. Bacon's so fucking good.
Oh, it's so good.
But it is definitely not good for you.
Maybe if I hit this hard enough, you could hear the bacon sizzling.
Mine didn't even crackle.
Oh, man.
Nope. No bacon crackle for you.
No, skillet's not hot enough yet. Sorry, guys.
Hey, guys.
I gotta wait a little bit longer.
Don't vape. Shit's bad for you, bro.
Man, it's
I
so
kind of just
bad
spit on my
for you.
laptop, too.
And I feel like such a hypocrite saying that, man, because
I know, man. I know it.
I'm always like, there's people at my job that are like they want to start smoking, man, but I'm always constantly telling them, no, don't do it.
Yeah, man. So, Nicholas Cruz is going to be sentenced this, or I believe his trial starts this month, or February. It starts in February. Or no, it may be January, February. This month or next month, Nicholas Cruz, his trial starts.
Who is Nicholas Cruz?
The kid from the Parkland shooting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to watch that stuff, man, to keep up with that stuff, because
It's
so
hard for me
dreading.
too, man, but it's something that we can't forget, man.
Yeah.
Something that needs to be remembered. You know, it's hard to think about that type of stuff. You know, it's terrible. It's just like Sandy Hook. It's hard to think about children dying, but it's something we have to remember as a community, as a society. We have to remember these things so we can look back at them and know that we can never let these things happen again.
Right.
You know, these things make us strong as a nation. You know, make us strong as a community. You know, it breaks us. But it proves that everything broken can be put back together, you know? It's like...
Yeah.
It's a tragedy. It's a horrible tragedy, man. It's just... But like I said, man, it's something that we need to remember. It's something that I believe needs to be discussed. Because it is a growing issue in America, you know? It's a growing issue. There's more guns than there is people in the world. And I'm not trying to say that people shouldn't be allowed to get guns. You know, that's not me. I'm for the Second Amendment, but I'm also for heavy venting. They should be able to
be heavily checked.
Heavily checked, bro. If you have nothing to hide, then you have nothing to worry about. Simple as that. I don't understand why people are getting upset about it. You're fine, right? You're not mentally ill. You are 100% responsible with a gun, then you're fine. You have nothing to worry about. People will deem you as responsible, and you will be able to keep your firearm.
That's like gun shows, man. I don't really agree with gun shows, man.
It's one thing to show the gun, but to sell the guns in that magnitude, and obviously the ATF is not able to comb every one of those applications.
No,
you know, they push them through.
not.
They push them through, for sure.
And then you got so many people going in there, and they could just buy, they could buy a gun, go buy you know, an AR or something.
And you can buy as many guns as you want at a gun show. There's no limit.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just go and fucking put it up in your car or something.
You don't even have to do that. You can literally walk around with the guns you just bought. You can buy as many as you want,
bro. And they
as many as you can afford is as many as you can buy. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, man, I feel like it's a broken system. I guess there's more guns in the world than there is people. So even if we stopped selling guns today, they're still everywhere.
Oh, bro.
Even if we eliminated the guns here,
they would still be able to be made.
People will make them still.
Yeah, you can make
There's
them
zip guns. Yeah,
home products. That's all you need. People are super smart that aren't famous. That's what people don't understand, man. There's a lot of smart people out there that aren't, recognized, and they can do a lot of shit.
Not necessarily good shit sometimes either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're smart, super fucking smart about how they do it, but it's not good what they're doing.
True that. But yeah, man, fucking
Walter White.
Not trying to get fucking
Super
political
negative.
on y'all or anything like that, or fucking political on y'all.
I hate politics.
I hate politics too, man. I really do. The only thing I feel in any types of politics is just for the gun control and just for the legalization of marijuana. That's the only thing.
The only thing I
push
ask
for
you
politics.
motherfuckers, just be cool, man.
Yeah.
Legalize weed and fucking help our population out, goddammit.
And stop fucking putting fucking young black men in prison for petty crimes. Stop putting fucking young Hispanic men in prison for petty crimes. Stop putting young poor white men in prison for petty crimes. Stop putting the poor people in prison for petty crimes. That's what it is.
Quit letting cops with mental problems have jobs as cops.
Telling you, man. And it's sad, man, because I feel like a lot of the times in a lot of areas, there's racism, but a lot of it's not racism. A lot of it's classism, and it gets confused, because it's not that they hate the minority. The minority is the poor people. They hate anyone who's not able to financially defend themselves. Like, if you can't afford a lawyer in court, they're gonna fucking go to town on you, whether you're white, black, Hispanic. Like, they don't give a fuck. If you're from the streets, they want you in prison.
Yeah.
Straight the fuck up.
I was watching this, I can't remember what the fuck it was called, but it was about, like, this murder case, and, this fucking, there was this town that was literally separated, like, classes were separated by this railroad track. And, like,
Classism is real, man.
like, somebody had gotten murdered on, like the less wealthier side of the tracks, and like all the cops and everybody and all like the detectives, they're all from like the wealthier side. They weren't really putting in the work, and it was like
They didn't give a fuck.
it was clearly like they didn't really give a fuck about it.
Because it was just a fucking another dude from the street. Fuck them. That's how they look at it, bro. Just another young dude from the street.
Which is fucking ridiculous, man. That's somebody's brother, that's somebody's sister,
Straight the fuck up. It's a human being.
It's hard to think about that,
It's
man.
crazy, man. Hatred's real, though, man. It's real, man. The racism is real. The classism is real.
It's hard to think that somebody can even process that through their mind, that somebody needs to be treated differently just because the pigment of them.
Or just because their financial status, or because the way they were brought up. Like, some people, like,
nobody asked to be born.
For
in this
example,
world.
I grew up with not shit, dude. I grew up hella fucking poor.
Everything we got, we worked for.
When I was a little kid, man. All right, I just want to clarify this. Both of my parents are sober now, but for a long time, my mom and my dad were both addicted to crack. So it's like, I didn't have shit, dude. Like, so fucking. That's classism, bro. When I went to jail, I did 10 months on a 20 sack, bro. 10 months and then 5 years probation. Like, that shit is straight classism. It's crazy. I mean, it could have been because I'm Hispanic. It's also, family history, and I had no criminal background. I had none before that,
whatsoever.
nothing. So I mean,
but it was.
I don't know, man. I think they saw me as a target. You know, he was just a young kid from the streets. They were like, he's just, and they knew my family. You know, like I said, my family is from the shit, dude. Like they knew my family. You know, so it's like they took advantage of it, and they were like, well, we're gonna get him.
They knew us by our name and shit. Luckily, whenever I got caught doing what I was doing, I was in a completely different place where I got caught, so I got it a little bit easier. But where we're from, our name is almost well known. I don't like to say that like it's boasting or something, but I mean, we live in a small fucking town. Everyone knows us.
Yeah, our family was wild back in the day. We ain't gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah, fucking
party family.
So like,
ghetto ass family.
I feel like the DA kind of like took that out on you.
I mean, for sure. My lawyer even told me, he was like my lawyer looked at when I was on jail the second time, my probation officer and I were all in this little room, and we were talking about my case, and my lawyer looks at my probation officer, and it was during court. He goes, "Why is he going so hard on him?" And my probation officer just looks at me and looks at the lawyer and goes, "Family history." My lawyer's like, "Family history? He's not his family. This is a whole different person. This is a different human being's life that we have here." You know, it's like, you can't say his family history is why, you know. That's crazy, you know.
You had literally nothing to do with any of that.
No, I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, like he had personal problems with my grandfather from like the 80s, because my grandfather was like a dope dealer back in the 80s and shit. And like, fucking dude, 30-40 years ago, like, fuck off. My grandpa's 80s. Dead, bro.
What the fuck was everybody doing in the goddamn 80s?
Dude, I heard this man say I couldn't get his grandpa, but I'm gonna get him. My grandpa is dead, bro. Let that shit go. Come on, man. That shit wild, bro.
People hold a grudge, man.
People be holding grudges, bro. And I swear, that man and my grandpa really hated each other, dude.
Man, they did
I can't even tell you how many
each other at
I can't even tell you how many times I walk into my grandpa's house and he's just screaming on the phone.
I'm gonna sue your fucking ass.
I'm like, Grandpa, who the fuck are you talking to like that? The fucking DA. I'm like, God damn, Grandpa.
Our grandpa was a trip, bro.
That dude was wild.
But he was A1.
He was an A1 ass dude, bro.
Talk about straight hippie, man.
That dude was one of the coolest motherfuckers you'd ever meet, bro.
Bro, okay, he was one of those political hippies.
Yeah, bro. You couldn't tell whether he was Republican or fucking. I don't even know.
I don't even know, man. But he was.
You couldn't tell if he was a Republican or a fucking Democrat, or whether he was fucking liberal or fucking leftist or fucking libertarian. I think that's what he was, honestly. I think my grandfather was a libertarian. I think that's why I have a lot of libertarian views. I just believe in free will. You know,
yeah.
as long as what you're doing doesn't hurt anyone or make anyone else uncomfortable or like fuck with anyone else, then you should be able to do whatever you want. You know, it's like if you have property and you want to run around your fucking property naked, who the fuck cares? Don't look at my property.
Don't look at my fucking property.
I can see in the city or something you have kids around, you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you live out in the country, like, fuck them. Fuck them.
Fuck 'em, bro.
Like, you wanna hide $50,000 cash in your house, you should be able to do that. You want to drive around
honestly,
with you want to drive around with $1 million cash in a duffel bag in your trunk, you should be able to do that. You shouldn't have to fucking register it with the
without having to be fucking famous.
Yeah, well, even famous people, they have to register anything over $10,000. They have to declare. So it's like, that's fucked up. Why do I have to declare why do I have to tell you how much money I have on me?
Right.
Like
that's for me to know.
That's straight the fuck up, bro. That's none of your business.
And you know,
I'm paying my taxes, bro. Fuck you.
There's something else that I don't get. I really feel like, you know, like the taxes that they take out. I understand the taxes, why we have them.
See, I can't complain on taxes because taxes are necessary.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. They're necessary. But
They pay for the government. They pay for all the shit they do for us, you know?
shouldn't it be?
They pay for our roads. They pay
however-
for public services, you know?
Well, I'm saying, shouldn't it be however much they take out, you should fucking. That's how much you should fucking get back.
I mean, we'll know they take some out because you don't get all of what they take out. You
I know.
I mean, no, because then what's the point of taking it out?
Well, to fucking pay for it through the year. I don't know.
Nah, they take it out because you're chipping in a little bit in society. You're paying a little bit for the roads because you're using the road,
Yeah.
right? They're charging you to use the road, pretty much is what it is. They charge you to use the road. They charge you to use public
I guess I didn't
services.
really
You want to
think about
use
it
the
like
bus
that.
or something. You don't have to pay to use the bus because they're already taking it out of your money. You don't have to pay to use the road because they're already taking it out of your checks every week. You know.
Well, okay,
Shit
then
like
it
that,
should
you know?
be like fucking.
And a lot of people just don't see it that way. They're like, well, I should just be able to use the road for free. It's like, well, what if that road breaks? Who's going to come and fix it? Who's going to pay to fix it? You're paying for it right now. So if it breaks, it's someone would be out there like that to pay for it, to fix it, you know, to repave that road.
All I'm saying is there should be an easier way to deal with that shit.
I mean, that's the best way every economy has ever worked, honestly. Like that's how healthcare should be. They should just tax a little bit more for healthcare.
I'm not saying we shouldn't have taxes. I definitely think we should, for sure. I'm saying there should be an easier way to file your taxes.
Oh. H&R Block, man.
There
They'll
should
do it for
be
you good.
like a hell of a lot easier way to figure that shit out.
Did
man.
you file your taxes already?
Yeah, I did.
Where'd you go?
I went to my stepmom.
Okay, there you go. She did it for you?
Yeah, she does, like, she always does everyone's. She helps us out. She kind of knows what to
do.
Yeah, what to look for and what not to look for and all that shit.
Nice. Fucking, you can get the IRS on your ass now. No plan.
Nah.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, man, fucking,
I was there sitting with her.
that's like Cuba. I mean, almost every single developed country has free healthcare, you know? I mean, they just tax you a little bit more, and then you get to go to the doctor anytime you want. You know, it's just like how the roads work. It's just for a doctor or for a lot of places have school like that. I think every country should have some sort of free school.
Yeah.
You know, like some sort of free college. I mean, all the way to high school is free already, and you can pay to go to a private school. I understand that, but they should have a public college also. You know, where it's free to go. You can get basic courses. You can get basic life shit you need. You know,
that's like bringing you back to like the wealth situation.
Exactly, it's classism again. If you don't have money, you can't get an education. You can't get a good job. All you get is that high school diploma, and then you're stuck there making shit money for the rest of your life.
Bro, the college that I was going to, it was kind of considered a college. Fucking Lincoln Tech. It was 19,000 and like some odd, you know, and I was fucking barely able to pay for that shit.
Yeah, man, my girl pays like $2,000 per semester, maybe more. I mean, that's just for community college, you know. And she's about to go to the university, so she's gonna be paying way more after that, you know. So it's like they need to have some sort of community college that's for free, and it's taken out of taxes, and that should be understandable. You should be able to pay it. I will pay a little bit more to make sure my people get a good education. I want to make sure everyone in America is able to thrive. I want to make sure everyone has equal
care
opportunity.
Of your next generation, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I want to make sure everyone has an equal opportunity to thrive in this world. You know, it's unfair to give advantages to people who had no, like, a kid doesn't choose to be born poor.
Right.
It's not his choice. You know, it's like it's not fair to take advantages away from, or take, you know, opportunities away from him because he wasn't blessed with money when he was born, you know, or he wasn't born into money. That's not fair to the world, you know. Not even to that person. It's not fair to the world because that person could cure cancer and you just kept him from being a doctor, you know. Or this person could be the president and be such a good president that he ends fucking all war. Exactly. You know, you're keeping
never
the
know. You never
exactly.
know, man.
You need to give everyone equal opportunities. You know, that's what I believe in 100%. You know, it's like,
you know,
we're all people, man. We
long as you
thrive.
put in that time and effort, you know, to better yourself, you should always have that opportunity to you know, better yourself.
Exactly. We need to thrive together. We need to come together and thrive together. You know, like in Cuba, I mean, I'm not saying that their method is the best, but this is how they do it. You go to college and it's free. It's paid for 100% by the government, all college, and after you get your career, you graduate college and you get a career. Once you get your career, I believe you work for 2 years for a portion of your pay, and that pays back for your college.
Dude, that's 2 years. That's gonna go by so quick.
Yeah, I mean,
So
you're
quick.
you're gonna have to pick up another job too for the 2 years. You'll
I
have to
mean,
work
yeah,
your
but-
main career and then a side job for your actual money. But I mean, you're building a future. It's 2 years. Yeah, it sucks. You're not gonna have no fucking money for 2 years. You're gonna be working like a doctor. You'll be working as a doctor and making shit money for 2 years, making pretty much nothing. But you're gonna have a set job after that 2 years. You're gonna be making good money after that.
There's people like going into their 40s and 50s still paying for college.
Exactly. It's like it's the same thing as student loans. You're paying back your student loans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just you're just pretty much forced to pay it back. They just force you to pay it instead of
That's why I'm so
having the
glad.
opportunity to fuck your credit.
That's why I'm so glad I got nothing but scholarships and grants. Because unfortunately I wasn't able to fucking finish due to bullshit reasons. But we won't get into that. Yeah, man, I don't have to pay back any of that stuff, man. I'm glad because I didn't get to finish. But that would suck, man. Imagine how many people that don't fucking get to finish college for whatever reason, and they still gotta pay for that shit for fucking however long.
Yeah, that shit suck, bro.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, I feel like there needs to be some sort of. Obviously, yeah, still have the universities that you pay for, like Yale and all that good shit. Obviously, there's still gonna be universities that you have to pay for a higher education.
Yeah.
But they should still have a basic education that's free.
Well, I feel like if we
to get a
did
good
have
job.
like one of those systems for a free college, there would. I feel like some professors or something would like some really
Absolutely.
good professors would step up to that.
Absolutely, for sure. I feel like even if there was a volunteer college, there would still be professors that step up and want to teach, that want to pass on knowledge. Because usually when someone becomes a teacher, it's not for money. It's because they want to help mold minds.
Yeah.
They want to help expand minds, or they want to help build the next generation of knowledge or whatever. Yeah, man.
I mean, honestly, if you have that mindset of just wanting money, you can do something a lot quicker than being a teacher. It takes fucking time to be a professor, first of all.
Yeah, true.
And I think like 6 years or 4 years at least to
I wonder
be
if
a
you have
regular
to have
teacher.
I wonder if you have to have doctorates in teaching to be a professor.
I think it depends on what you're
Probably
What?
at Yale, you'd have to have a doctorate in teaching or some shit.
probably.
I don't know, man.
man.
Probably
That's
some more degrees as well.
Yeah, for sure.
For whatever you're teaching, you're gonna have a degree for that as well.
Definitely one in whatever you're teaching in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna teach you about history today. I went to college for algebra 2, but we'll get into it. Let's do it.
We'll get into this today. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. That was episode 4, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe,
Deuces and cabooses, people.
and check out us other channel. Check out our other channel, Test Tube Talk.